What's Gucci, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a little bit different, but I'm super excited because personal finance is something that I really love talking about. If you're new to the channel, my name is Jay and I make videos about my Tesla, vlogs, and other things like finance. So make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoy any of these things. Now let's get into the video. If you're ever contemplating about your personal financial situation, stressing about different ways to make money, or just sick of being broke, here's 10 side hustles to try in 2020. And don't worry, I'm not going to tell you to take those online surveys or walk people's dogs. Unless you like taking surveys and walking people's dogs, then by all means go for it. Instead, I'm going to share with you some lucrative methods and ways to really make some decent cash aside from your part-time or full-time job. Starting off with number 1, selling items on Craigslist or eBay. This method is almost foolproof. You can literally sell anything like your used appliances, old cell phones, old laptops, your CD player, pretty much anything that's just lying around the house collecting dust. I know some things are really hard to give up, and trust me, I hoard things sometimes as well, but once you get rid of it, you will hardly even notice and you'll have some extra spending money on the side. Moving on to number 2 on the list, which is flipping items. Aside from just selling your old things to people, you can actually buy and sell items as well. You can buy and sell literally anything, so all you really sacrifice is your time, which I'm sure you have a ton of because that's why you're watching this video. For example, I really had to hustle my way throughout college because honestly I didn't get much support from my parents or even my relatives. So what did I do? I actually bought and sold Apple products like iPads, iPhones, MacBooks, and pretty much other electronics similar to that. And because I was able to get them at such a great price from local college students or even people that live nearby, I was able to turn it around in really quick fashion and make some extra dough on the side. To go even further, I used to go to thrift shops like Goodwill or Salvation Army, and from there I would pick up things like tennis rackets that might be worth something or even old clothing, and then I would list them on eBay, and who knew? Like, people actually bought those things off of me. So all I had to do was wrap them up in a box and then ship them to the buyer. Sure, this side hustle does involve a little bit of risk, but as long as you dedicate some time researching the items that you're about to buy from your local Goodwill, Salvation Army, or even people that live nearby, then this could really be worth your time. Just to give you an idea, my quickest flip was a first generation iPad with a case and a wireless keyboard. I was able to buy it at $60 from somebody who was leaving the country pretty soon after graduation, and then I resold it 3 days later for $150. What a sweet deal. In addition to my quickest flip, my largest flip was a 2006 Audi A6, which I bought for $4,500 in cash and then resold it 3 months later for $8,000. That was my first time ever buying a car purely in cash, and yes, I was extremely nervous and anxious about what I was doing. But I was able to calm myself down and really come to a smart decision because I was able to research what the average market value for the car was at that time on AutoTrader, on Craigslist, cars.com, things like that. Once I really got a sense of what the car was worth, I knew I was making the right choice to buy it. Aside from the nice profit, the other best part was that I was able to essentially drive the car for free for about 3 months. If you're in college at the moment or you live near a college town, make sure to join those college forums on Facebook or even look on Craigslist for sweet deals near you. You'd be super surprised at what people would let go at super low prices, like my Audi A6 or even those iPads that I was able to find. Rack up them sweet deals and then make sure to turn it around for a profit. Number 3 on the list is, wait for it, get a part-time job. Yes, get a part-time job, and I mean what I said. A lot of people seem to forget that this is one of the most lucrative ways to make some extra money on the side, especially if you have some time to kill. If you think about it, a lot of side hustles require a lot of your time and effort, so why not put that time and effort into a decent part-time job? Here in the Bay Area, some fast food places like In-N-Out are paying people up to $17 an hour. That's way above minimum wage. So if you have 4 to 5 hours to kill every single day, this is a really great way to rack up a couple hundred per month. And guys, I'm not saying sacrifice your entire social life. There's always ways to work around it, whether it be working 3 to 5 days per week, or you can work every other Saturday or Sunday. You can make it work as long as you have that conversation with your employer. Some people are really flexible with their schedule, so the worst thing they can do is say no, so why not give it a try? To be honest, you're probably not gonna get rich from having a part-time job, but it'll help you pay for your bills, it'll give you some extra spending money during the weekends, or you can invest the money that you make into making more money for you, which is our 4th item on the list. If you have a decent idea on how the stock market works, you can learn to trade stocks and make some money that way. There's so many different styles that people adapt to on the stock market, such as becoming a day trader, swing trading, dividend investing, or even long-term investing. So many different styles, you just have to figure out which one you can adapt to the most and you can make the most money with. If you have absolutely no idea on how the stock market works, after watching this video and smashing the like button, make sure to open up a YouTube page and just search how to invest in the stock market or how the stock market works. Educate yourself. I personally made over a couple $1,000s just buying and holding stocks on Robinhood last year, so as long as you dedicate some time to research and figure out which stocks to buy and sell, you can make some really good cash. Yes, there's some risk involved in investing in the stock market, so I don't recommend pouring your entire life savings into the stock market itself. Instead, I'm gonna leave my personal Robinhood referral link down in the description box below, so if you sign up using my link, you'll get a free stock worth up to $500. This is a really great way to segue into the stock market if you're serious about investing. So again, don't pour your entire life savings into the stock market. Instead, I would recommend putting a couple $100s in at a time to really test the waters of the stock market and see if it makes sense for you to add more and more. If it makes sense for you as well, you can be like me where every paycheck that I get, I would invest a couple $100s into Robinhood just so I can play around with it and not really have to worry about losing my entire life savings. Honestly, the way that I think about it, it's a lot better to lose a couple $100s now as opposed to losing thousands in the future when you have absolutely no idea on how the stock market works. So lose a couple hundred, gain the experience, or lose thousands and not have any experience at all. You choose. Number 5 on the list is to utilize the skills that you already have. And what do I mean by this? Let's take working out at the gym for an example. If you have been working out at the gym for quite a while now and you have a general understanding on how fitness works, you can consider becoming a freelance personal trainer. It honestly doesn't take too much work on your side just because it's something that you have a general understanding of, and the only thing that you're losing is a couple of hours per day. And the best part is you're creating your own schedules and you're teaching people about things that you're passionate about. So really, it might not even feel like work at all, and you're getting paid for it. So if you're interested in this project specifically of becoming a personal trainer, all you have to do is figure out what the client wants from you, whether it be learning how to lose weight, learning how to gain muscle, figure out what they want, and then create a meal plan or two, and even a routine workout plan. And this could be a really great way to earn some extra side income. I've seen people offer online personal training for a couple $100s at a time. So imagine if you scale this to 2 people, or even 3 people, you can triple the amount of money that you make from this. And then obviously, the more time that you have and the more flexibility that you can give to yourself, you can take on even more clients and potentially even quit your full-time job and make this a full-time thing. And remember, this doesn't only apply to fitness. If you're really good at playing an instrument like the piano, you can do this with piano lessons. Take on 1 client first, then 2, then 3, and then even further than that if your schedule allows that. Speaking of scaling the number of clients that you have, if you're really good at reading and writing, starting a blog could be the next side hustle for you. Blogging is honestly one of the best side hustles out there today because you can virtually do it anywhere, whether it be within the flexibility of your home or if you're stuck on an island like Cancun on vacation, all you have to do is pull out your laptop and start typing away. Blogging is so awesome because it gives you the opportunity to build your own personal brand while you're writing about a topic that you're passionate about, such as business, cars, fitness, etc. It ultimately allows you to build an audience who shares the same interests as yourself. Then once you get a decent following, you can start to monetize your blog through affiliate links, sponsorships, dropshipping, or even starting your own merch store. Before we get to side hustle number 7, let me ask you a question. Do you own your own place? If so, do you have an empty bedroom lying around? Because I think you know where I'm going with this. Yes, list your extra bedroom on Airbnb. If you have an extra room in your house that's just collecting dust, why not rent it out to people that are tourists or visitors from out of town? Airbnb is one of today's most popular lodging choices for people who are out of town, and listing your bedroom on the Airbnb platform is an extremely simple process. All it really involves is providing the location of your home, the price per night, the type of amenities that you're going to offer, and then posting a couple of pictures for travelers to really visualize their home away from home. And once your listing is posted, just sit back and relax and watch people book your room. The next side hustle I really want to introduce to you is driving for Uber and or Lyft. Both of these companies have risen up in terms of popularity over the past several years, and this could be a really great side hustle for you. Why? Because you probably own your own car and you have some extra hours to sacrifice to make some extra dough. According to Uber's website, all you need is the following: meet the minimum age to drive in your city, have at least 1 year of driving experience, or 3 years if you're under 23 years old, have a valid US driver's license, and you need access to a 4-door vehicle. Do you meet the requirements? If so, give it a try. The second to last side hustle is dropshipping. So what is dropshipping? Dropshipping is basically an order fulfillment model where you actually don't have any of the inventory yourself. Instead, you start a partnership with the supplier who owns and carries the inventory. If you know how to run your own website, you basically promote their products on your website, and then once you get an order, you pass on that information to the supplier and they'll fulfill that order. So basically, customer orders an item, you pass on the information, supplier ships that item back to the customer. Let's put this into an example. You and a supplier come to a negotiation that you're going to be selling their item, let's call it ABC. You guys talk and you come to a negotiation that each ABC will cost you $30 a piece. Your personal goal is to list this item onto your website and sell it at a markup. Whatever the markup is will be your profit. So if you list ABC for $50 a piece on your website, that'll be a $20 profit that you make for each item that you sell. One thing to remember about dropshipping is that there is some cost allocated into this project, such as running the website itself, advertising costs, etc. from there. But if done right, this could be extremely profitable. The last side hustle I want to introduce you is selling on Etsy. If you don't know what Etsy is, it's basically an online marketplace for all things crafty. People sell almost everything on Etsy, including custom artwork, custom license plate frames, home decor items, custom jerseys. Pretty much anything that can be put in a craft, you can list it on Etsy and sell it for a profit. One of the best gifts I ever received was made on Etsy, so if you're really into arts and crafts, this could be really lucrative for you. Like I mentioned before, when you put your passion into your work, it might not even feel like work at all. And the best part is, you can make some extra side income doing this at the same time. Alright guys, so I hope you found this video useful. If you did, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe down below. Also, if you know of any other lucrative side hustles, make sure to leave a comment down below as well. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.